Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again, and we're back in the Reverend York hangar looking again at my F7C-M Super Hornet, because with the arrival of Arena Commander 1.0 it's now flyable, and there's been a few more changes in 1.0, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because time is short at the moment. I've been exceptionally busy at work, but I wanted to get this holiday special video out to you. Now first of all, let's climb into the Super Hornet here, and one thing you might have noticed is that the level of detail on our avatar character here. Now during the live stream, Chris Roberts did speak of what they're aiming to do with the character and the animations, that they're aiming for a greater level of fidelity to bring it up to the level of all the other assets in Star Citizen, and really this is just a start. So that's quite detailed, but eventually you'll be able to have facial expressions, even wave from your cockpit at other people flying alongside you, and you know, they'll be able to see the expressions on your face. Now if you have a look at the gear my character's wearing at the moment, it's also a lot more detailed. It's actually a lot like the gear which was used in the first person shooter demo we saw some time back. Anyway, let's have a quick look around the Super Hornet. As you can see, the guns are correctly attached now, and I'm not totally sure, but the Super Hornet may well have had a little bit of a spruce up even more from the other week when I done the look at my Super Hornet. Now one thing I must say is something I missed during that first video, and thank you to the person on the RSI forum who pointed it out, that one of the main differences of the Super Hornet, apart from obviously having more firepower and having a jump drive and being able to eventually have a two-man crew, is that the Super Hornet comes as standard with a size 4 power plant as opposed to a size 3 on the rest of the Hornets. Now also a big thank you to the person who pointed out that you can also get into the rear seat of the Super Hornet if you point yourself in that direction. But at the moment there is a glitch, as you saw there, where you actually see outside the hangar and stare into space. And in fact at the moment you can't actually get out when you're in that seat. You have to quit the game. Anyway, we're into Arena Commander 1.0 at the moment, and we have another glitch which is well known, and it applies to all the Hornets, is that the underwing landing gear is permanently deployed. But this won't affect your flight characteristics. It's purely cosmetic, and most people probably won't even notice. Anyway, we're into fighting some of the Vandal now in Vandal Swarm, and I'd never tried actual a Spectrum match because some of the connection issues was causing me problems, and in fact it was mainly down to the fact that they were restarting the servers every half hour, and I think that's actually been bumped up as I speak to about an hour, so everyone should get a little bit more of a longer experience in the game. Now obviously Chris Roberts actually did say in the live stream that ideally they wouldn't have released 1.0 at the moment because it's not totally polished to their liking, but they wanted to get it into our hands for the holidays, and of course they didn't really want to push all the team members over the holiday period because they felt that they deserved, as rightly so, a well-earned break. Anyway, we're in Vandal Storm now, and you can see that the Super Hornet is absolutely chewing the Vandal up, and that's really with my not so great skills here. because I haven't really configured my X55 correctly at the moment. There's a lot more you can do with that, and that's some of the other things which have changed in this version of Arena Commander. So as time goes on, I will actually look into that more. I'm really pleased with the Super Hornet. It's an absolute beast. Now I did notice actually in my hangar that the neutron guns in the actual under the nose are missing now, and you seem to have by default the canard turret. Now one thing which has changed is also the missile system. Is you can actually lock on more than one missile at a time, and that is absolutely a beast. Now during this short playthrough I never really got to try out the new features regarding radar signatures, but you've probably spotted the displays on the HUDs, and going forward that's going to be a really interesting element to the game, and of course I'll probably do a future video and go into more detail on radar signatures. Now also of note is that the improvements in sound. I'm really enjoying the new sounds of the game, of the weapons, and in fact I'm going to be quiet for a minute or two and let you enjoy them.
Zero hostile contacts remaining.
Well, I had to get a few damage states into the video and a bit of slow motion, and in fact Chris Roberts did speak during the live stream that they will be bringing new systems online in the next year concerning damage states, so we're going to get some more improvement with damage states. Also Chris Roberts did speak of this, the ability to pull out your pistol when you eject in Arena Commander. Now obviously this is a first look for me at firing a pistol in Arena Commander / Star Citizen, and with the upcoming FPS module may be coming out in, say, March. Well, we'll all be doing a lot of this sometime in the new year. Now, it's a shame there's not a ship passing by, but it's nice to fire this little pistol. Well, that was just a quick look at what's new in Arena Commander 1.0. Now, the state of Arena Commander 1.0 is really in a state of flux at the moment, because Chris Roberts himself admitted during the live stream that ideally they would have delayed the release for several days, but due to the upcoming holiday and the fact that all the developers really do need a break, he decided to push it out, and then probably in the new year they will polish it some more. Now, at the moment, engineers are working out of Austin. They've not gone on their Christmas break, and they have been improving the situation regarding connection lost issues. And in fact, originally the servers were set to restart every 30 minutes, but now it's up to an hour. And there's been ongoing improvements, and hopefully the situation will improve for everyone. But as I said, some of the bugs and glitches they do know about, and in fact we'll look for some additional polish in the new year. Now, one of the main new features of Arena Commander is the new camera system, and although I never showed it just in the previous video we've seen, here's a brief look at what the new camera system looks like. Now, obviously this is a like a spectator camera, and hopefully you'll be able to get rid of the on-screen icons, because you could really make some cinematic videos with this spectator cam. So that's a quick look at the spectator cam in Arena Commander. Now, other news which broke during the live stream was, of course, the release of all the Mustangs. Now, there's 4 Mustangs, and all the variants are available to fly in Arena Commander. And of course, you can look to purchase them on the RSI website, which itself has had a dramatic revamp. Now, obviously you've got this glossy opening page with featuring the Mustang and all the other main highlights of the recent news there, and it looks pretty nice. And there's also changes to the ship store, because what they've actually done, they've redesigned some of the higher end multi-ship purchase packages. Now, they're entirely digital now, so you won't get the deluxe gift boxes, but they are more value for money. You actually get more ships for your money. So if you've got the money, or if you've pledged a lot for ships and you want to melt them for one of these packages, well, they look pretty good value. But bear in mind, with all the ships in Star Citizen, you don't have to go mad and buy these ships. You can earn them in game. It's just a way to well, fund the development. And now with the ongoing ambition of this game, you know, it does need continued development money to help push it forward. Now, as for next year, what we heard in the live stream was pretty interesting. Now, to be honest, I got home from work and I was pretty exhausted, and I did actually fall asleep halfway through, which was a shame. I was actually recording it, but I actually forgot to record the audio, which isn't much use. But hopefully there'll be a maybe a replay put up sometime in the future, because it was quite interesting. And I was particularly interested in the news which came from Foundry 42. What Aaron Roberts spoke about was the new carrier type ship for Squadron 42. I think it's like an escort carrier. It's not as big as the Bengal, but with all the ships they're developing, it's increased in size. Now I think it was called, previously it had another name which escapes me at the moment, but it's now called the Pegasus, and this looks like an awesome ship. Not sure whether it's ever going to be available to purchase, but you'll be able to walk around and fly off it in Squadron 42. Obviously during the live stream they also announced that some more Idrises would be on offer, and that in itself is an awesome ship. Now they're probably all gone apart from the expensive packages which you can get an Idris included, but of course that will feature in Squadron 42 as well. So it's pretty exciting news regarding Arena Commander. It's still work in progress. Now obviously we've had the Mustangs released and they're all flyable. In fact, a lot more ships are now flyable in Arena Commander. All the Hornet variants, all the Auroras, all the 300Is, obviously the Mustangs, and last but not least, the Cutlass and the Avenger. Now the Cutlass and Avenger are still work in progress. Foundry 42 up in Manchester are actually going to rework both ships and put the new modular systems into these ships. So what you see at the moment inside is not what they're going to stay like, but at least you can fly them in Arena Commander 1.0. Now obviously most of CIG are going for a well-earned holiday break, and they'll be back sometime in the first week of January, and I'm going to do the same. Now I'd like to thank all subscribers and wish you a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. And if you're not a subscriber, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you as well, and it would mean a lot to me if you could consider subscribing, because 2015 is going to be a big year for Star Citizen. So this channel will grow and improve, and I'll have a lot more content in the new year. Anyway, wherever you're watching out in that big universe, you have a happy holiday time, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.